Box plots are a convenient way to graphically depict groups of numerical data using quartiles. So let's talk through the steps involved in creating a box plot, and then we'll do an example. So, to construct a box plot for a set of data, first we need to calculate the 5-number summary. Then we need to draw a scale with values that include the minimum and maximum data values. Now, what this means is just a straight line like a ruler, only we aren't concerned with starting at 0. We're starting somewhere either at the minimum or possibly below the minimum. For example, if your minimum value is 20, if your minimum value is maybe 21, you might go to 20 to start your scale, or something below that. If your minimum value is 110, you might start at 100 and go to your highest value. So that's kind of a choice, as long as it includes the min and max, and you really don't need values much beyond the max or below the min. Now you want to construct a rectangular box beginning at Q1 and ending at Q3. So you've got your scale, and now you'll construct this box. If you're doing a horizontal box plot, then you're doing this just above your scale. If you're doing a vertical box plot, you're doing this to the right of your scale. Then you want to draw a line at the median through the box, so just cutting the box wherever the median falls. And finally, you want to draw lines extending outward from the ends of the box to the min and max values. So box plots have often been called, you'll see, box and whisker plots, because we have the box, and then with these lines extending out from both ends, it kind of looks like it has whiskers. Here we'll just refer to them as box plots. So let's work an example. This is the same data we've used previously. We want to construct a box plot with this data set. So the step 1 said find the 5-number summary. Now we did that already. I'm just going to refresh by giving us the values for that. Okay, so we had a minimum value of 82. Our Q1 was 87.5. Our median was 91. Q3 was 97.5. And our max value was 109. We got that using the TI-84 calculator. Okay, step 1. Find your 5-number summary. Step 2, draw a scale with values that include the minimum and maximum data values. Okay, my minimum's 82, my maximum's 109, so I think I'm going to start at 80 and go to 110. So here's my 80, and here's 110. Now that's just a choice, but I definitely need to go at least somewhere beyond 109 and below 82. But there's no real reason to go down to 50 or something and have all this unused space in my drawing. Okay, so now I can't draw a perfect ruler, but I can make this pretty close to being relative so that my box is relatively the right size and everything falls into place. So the way I would do this is say, well, from 80 to 110, that's 30 increments. So halfway between 80 and 110, I'm just going to eyeball where that would be. Okay, that would be 15. So this must be 95. Okay, from 80 to 95, well, there are 3 increments of 5, and I can probably split up this up into thirds. So let me try to do that as best I can. So here and here, not great, but close enough. Okay, so that means this is 85 and this is 90. And again, I'll do the same here because 95 to 110, that's 15. So there would be thirds here of 100 and 105. So I have constructed my scale. I haven't all I needed for my data set was min and max to do that. Okay. Next step says to construct a rectangle beginning at Q1 and ending at Q3. Well, Q1 is 87.5, and that just so happens to be right between 85 and 90. 2.5 above 85 and 2.5 below 90. So I'm constructing a box. That means the left side of my box is here and the right side of my box is at 97.5. Again, it just so happens it's halfway between these two marks. Okay, so I'm making a rectangle, a box that starts at Q1 and goes to Q3. Draw a line through the box at the median. Okay, our median is 91. So if this is 90 to 95, 91 might be about right here. That's all I do. And notice the box isn't sitting on the scale, it's sort of floating above the scale, not too far above so it's easy to read, but definitely not sitting on the scale. Okay. Draw a line through the box at the median. We did that. And then finally draw lines extending outward from the box to the min and max values. Well, my minimum value is 82. So let's see, that would be approximately here. So for me, I just like to put a dot first, about midway here. I'm eyeballing where the middle of that side of the box is. And now I can draw my line. Not very straight. And my max, 109. Well, there are 5 increments here from 105 to 110, so maybe 109 would be about right there. Okay, and here we go. Alright, so there's our box plot. Another thing I like to add are the actual values, just kind of written neatly near their points on the box, because here we just have to interpret what that number is since I don't have all these little increments. And so I'm just going to write this is 82 and this number was 87.5. Here we're at 91. Here we're at 97.5 and our max was 109. Okay, so now we know how to construct a box plot.